I'm done with it too. So a lot of boxes and stuff get delivered to the house for this, and they show up, and sometimes the big boxes are really light, and sometimes the little boxes are really fucking heavy. So, like Shmoo balls, for instance, don't weigh that much. The empty bags of crap don't weigh that much. Are you okay? Okay. This box here is like 45 pounds of books, which is about as dense as it gets short of lead, from what I can tell. And it's all donation from No Starch Press. Go No Starch. Woo! We'll call it 15 or so, which is unfortunate because it's not a power of 2, but we'll deal with it. We are going to play Rochambeau. So for those that you don't know, we're using the conventional Rocham. So you only get 3 options: rock, paper, and scissors. Rock, paper, scissors. There's no whatever extra things that people use, so you don't get those. So, and it's not best 2 out of 3 or something. It's literally just one throw, winner stays, and the loser goes. So here's how this is going to work. In a second, you all are going to stand up. You're going to turn to somebody next to you, and you're going to Rocham when I tell you. Only when I tell you. Don't go wild in doing it, because if you win and then you turn around and keep doing it, you're actually more likely to get knocked out because you're playing more rounds than other people. People get really amped up, and I see them playing all these games. I'm like, stop winning. Like, save it up, man. So you're going to stand up. We're going to count 3, 2, 1, and you're going to Rocham. The loser's going to sit, and the winner's going to keep standing. And then you're going to turn around, and I'm going to say 3, 2, 1, and you're going to Rocham with somebody else. And you're going to keep going. And at some point, we're going to get to a relatively small group of people in the, say, 30 to 40 range, and then you're all going to come forward, and then we're going to Rocham 1 or 2 more times, and then we're going to start giving out prizes to whoever's left. This is on your honor.
I'm watching. We
are watching. Please don't be jerks. Honestly, do you really want to cheat to get a book? Okay, maybe you do. That's cool. Like, I'm not going to judge. That's not my job. So now we're all going to stand up. Okay, don't start yet. Don't start yet. Just pick a partner. Don't get too excited. Alrighty, we got partners. Ready? On the count of 3. 3, 2, 1. If you get a tie, you have to do it again until there's a winner. Okay, losers sit down. Losers sit down. You keep going until there's a winner. What? Hit escape. All right, so now find someone else. Sir, rock beats scissors. There you go. Ready? On the count of 3. 3, 2, 1. What? All righty. So I want everyone to look around. At this point, we should have a quarter of the attendees left standing, and we're down to like a 1/6. So I'm not sure what's happened. One more time. Ready? Find someone who's still standing. 3, 2, 1. All the winners, come forward, come forward, come forward.
Awesome, thank you so much.
Oh, this is a lot more winners than I thought. Stop where you are, find someone. Ready? 3, 2, 1. The dude in the tie got a bye. Good job, sir. Okay, losers, go sit down. All right. One more time. Ready? Oh my God, these guys are continuing to go. There we go. All right. All right, ready? Find someone else. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Losers, go sit down. Winners, I think we're probably a small enough thing to come get a book or a t-shirt or something. Come on up.
I don't know. Are they all up front?
Are you all up front? Hey, let's see. We got 5, 10, 15, 20, and a bunch of stragglers. We got one more round. I lied. You didn't win yet. You didn't win yet. Okay. Ready? Everybody get in line. Hey, line up. Whistling into a microphone in a giant auditorium. You good? Oh, he's got somebody. All right, we good? We good? We're all paired up. We have an even number. That's outstanding. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. Dude, he was amped up. Are any of you previous winners? Any previous Rosham winners here? Wow.
If you are, you lied.
Yeah, I was going to say, statistically, he shouldn't have made it up here a second time. Everybody get a book? Come on up, grab a book. So thank you to No Starch for sponsoring that frivolity. And in an interest of my liability insurance, we're actually going to refrain from throwing stuff. So, if you want to run a con with 2,000 drunkards, you can throw stuff. I like our house. It's very nice. I'd like to keep it. So.
I don't get it.
What, the liability? If someone hurt? Can you imagine if somebody like lost an arm? I mean, conceivably, it could happen.
Do you know what will happen if somebody loses an arm? Bruce will be sad.
I will be very sad. I will give you my own arm. Or at least lease it to you on like a weekly basis. So, the surprise in the bag.
Who found one?
Anyone get a, and I don't mean cat puke. Although this cat, there's apparently a cat drawing. Is that a cat?
Yeah, it's from last year. I didn't change the picture.
How appropriate. This is a picture from last year where she drew a cat saying meow, and this year we had a problem with cats puking in bags. So it was kind of some foreshadowing. Did anyone get the meow and a signed Heidi thing, a little thing from Heidi in their bag?
One person.
One person should have gotten that.
No, one person already turned it in.
Oh, one person already turned it in. So that is the magical you get into ShmooCon next year ticket. So as much as we put random crap in the bags, every year there seems to be 1 or 2 bags that have a magic ticket in it. So be sure to look next year for that. Next up, Firebind. How are we doing this? Am I just?
Firebind, Jay, Dave, come on.
They're coming.
Okay, so you just announced the winner. If he's here, they're going to hand it to him.
The winner here is Casey Fairchild. What was your contest, Firebind?
A Beagle Bone Black.
That was the contest? It was a raffle. Oh, so that was really, it was straight up a raffle. So Casey Fairchild won a Beagle Bone Black. So thank you very much to Firebind. Is Casey here?
Clearly not.
Oh, perfect. Over there to stage, well, whatever.
That way.
That way. Stage that way. Darth Null is now going to go over the badge contest.
Sorry?
What? No, it's okay. You didn't do anything wrong. You're coming. Yes. Quadling was confused.
I was trying to pre-stage. I didn't know I was already next. Sorry. Badge contest. I've been told that 10 minutes is too long, so you're not going to be able to understand a word I say because I'm going to talk about 9 badges. There are 8 obvious stages, 1 final, 1 hidden stage. There are names on the badges, names of artists. They help you put the badges in the right order and help with the final stage. They were the Album of the Year Grammy Award winners for the years 2005 to 2013. This is the music we were listening to since ShmooCon existed. Well, maybe not us, but somebody was listening to it. Stage 1 was one of G. Mark's famous punch cards. The hex at the bottom was not ASCII, it was EBCDIC. You told me to talk fast.
You told him to be quick.
I'm trying to help.
It's okay.
Okay, I can breathe. Even Moose know EBCDIC because this is actually EBCDIC. It's something that predated ASCII. It's a different way of looking at numbers. The people who won this, Team Flowers by Irene. And actually, could I have that team come down now? Is that the plan? Is that good? Yeah, sure. Have the Team Flowers by Irene. Come on down. Now, while they're coming down, I'm just going to move on to the next. Time and stuff. This is another technique that G-Mark came up with. There's a tank flying through here. Okay. This is just a bunch of letters and multiple lines. Math is hard, but crypto's fun. Use math, break crypto is what it says across the top. And do we want to give them that prize now or wait until we're done? Well, we're going to wait. Okay. What you do is if you add all the lines together, so in the first column, if you add M, T, F, N, J, etc., you end up getting a new series of words at the bottom. It says, now try adding squares, primes, Fibonacci numbers. So what happens is if you have the first line is just math is hard. If you add lines 1, 4, and 9, the square numbers, you get 1 is kind of a general case for square numbers. You add the prime numbers 2, 3, 5, and 7. You get something else. If you add the first line, the second line, third, fifth, and eighth, we'd never use Fibonacci sequence in a Shmoo game. Each line has some extra characters at the end. Those together spell stego games. That's the answer for that stage. Each stage ends with a single word or phrase that you need to win with. Stage 3 was the magic square. It's a fun math construct. Basically, every row, every column, and the two big diagonals all add to 175 this is an order 7. The shaded squares, you're supposed to find those numbers, convert them to letters A, B, whatever, based on the numbers, and then descramble it to get a word, and the word is pseudo-binary. Winner for this was Team Flowers by Irene, as was for number 2. Stage 4, this was a simple substitution cipher, but it wasn't quite English, it was Swedish chef English, which really screws with your frequency analysis, because when you get moose, but then other things don't quite spell right, yeah, well, winner for this was Team Flowers by Irene. Stage 5 was just a word jumble. You had a bunch of clues. 2005 in music, we had music from before 1955 in Europe, no longer covered by copyright. Britney Spears received her first Grammy. Pink Floyd and Cream reunited for concerts. Sony put a rootkit on CDs. Remember the rootkit? Guitar Hero was first released, and Madonna tied Elvis's record for top 10 singles. You get certain letters were circled in the answers. You put all those together and get the GB, ROI, whatever the heck that is, and then Rot 13 that, and you get 211. And the winner for that was, say it with me, Team Flowers by Irene. Stage 6 was a micro QR code. This is the David is an ass level. This was, I know that this is a hard one because ThoughtCon used a micro QR code a while ago, and I can't find an app to decode it. So you had to decode it manually. First you got to find the spec. Turns out you have to find the right spec because the older spec doesn't include micro QR code. You also have to read it carefully because if you read it the wrong way, you get the wrong format and you can't decode it. I made that mistake. So did they. I don't know if the other guys did. Real fast, there's a couple bits in the corner in the top left there that tell you what format it is. You XOR that with a mask. The mask gives you the bit streams in the bottom right, and then you read them back out as binary, and you get the string Firewitch. And the winner for this one was Calvin and Hobbes. So Calvin and Hobbes, come on down. Over there. Stage 7 was packet dump, 3 ping packets in a row. The only thing that really mattered about this was the destination address. If you did a reverse lookup of the destination address, you would get moosetrap.shmoo.com. And people saying, oh, moosetrap, that's a trap, must be a honeypot or some kind of something else, or all kinds of ideas. No, that was the answer, was moosetrap. That's all you needed to do was just do reverse DNS and you get it. And by way of showing you another thing, if you looked at the IPs around it, you see www1, 2, 3, moosetrap, www5. Well, that's obviously different, so that's the answer. Again, the winner was Team Flowers by Irene. Stage 8, I was calling this a come-on code because the first time I saw it, I saw a ciphertext that started with KMON, so that's just what I've been calling it in my head. Turns out it's a standard Android serialization system. So I based this on that. I've tweaked it a little bit. 16 letters in use. In this case, I used the consonants. The Android one used letters A through P. Works in pairs. The first letter in every pair is almost always an L. Sometimes it's a GJ or an M. Basically, you do the frequency analysis on it. You realize that really all this is just hexadecimal mapped onto a new alphabet. Map the nibbles 0 to 15 to the consonants instead of the letters A through P. 41 is an A, you read that as a JF, etc. The answer was the moose and black fled across the tundra, and the gunslinger followed Heil Gunslinger. Gunslinger was the key word here again. Team Flowers by Irene. So now you move on to the stage 9. But you can't do this yet. You need a key. Well, there's a hidden stage. You may have noticed in the URLs on the back that there are little lines. Originally, we wanted to have the badges physically line up. Actually, originally I wanted to punch a hole and have them line up, but we decided punching was just going to be too hard. Unfortunately, the badges didn't quite format exactly the way we did, and that didn't work. But because it's monospace font, you could just count them out. So if you line them all up with the staff badge, actually has 2 lines on it. Line them all up, the staff badge will spell out the word EXCEL as you go down, reads out Excelsior. The winner for this one was Jonathan Tomek. Come on down. But there were actually 2 parts to this stage. The URLs, the very last block of the URL was just a bunch of random letters, and that together forms a ciphertext. And of course, you try to be consistent with these puzzles. You want them to all look similar throughout all the different parts, but for some reason, the last badge only had 8 characters on it instead of 9. Turns out that gives you an even number of letters in the ciphertext, which is a clue to go to a Playfair cipher. Use the key you just found, Excelsior, and you get the result. You're almost there. All you need to build the key are 8 letters, 8 primes, and 8 words. So now you build the key. You have 8 badges, not counting the final of the hidden stage, 8 keywords. Which 8 primes do you pick? Well, there's an infinite number of primes. Let's just start at the beginning. So 2, 3, 5, 7, etc. Remember, we had the artist names to put them in the right order. So for the first one, you take the second letter, which is a B. Next one, you take the third letter, which is an E, and so on. If you get too far, you just wrap around and start from the beginning again. So you get this key, B-E-D-A-E-E-A-E. How do you decode it? A good guess would be to use XOR, exclusive OR encryption. That's a good guess, but it's not quite right. It works with the first 4 letters, and then it gets messed up. Because I was afraid that somebody could brute force this, and apparently some people were trying to brute force this. So instead I used block chaining. Normally you'd use the ciphertext, exclusive OR with an X block. That gave too strong a pattern, so I just used plain text block encryption, which is probably lousy, but it worked for the contest. Basically, you decrypt it with the key. The ciphertext, exclusive OR with the key, gives you plain text for TELL. Then you take the next block, which in this case starts at the CAD6, whatever, exclusive OR that with the key, and you get some stuff, exclusive OR that result with the text from the previous block, and now you get info at ShmooCon.org. It's similar to how AES and stuff like that work, except that they actually have real encryption instead of exclusive OR. So anyway, the final answer is tell info at ShmooCon.org. There is no dark side of the moose, really. As a matter of fact, it's all dark. If you're the first to save all the stages, you win. And the winner was Team Flowers by Irene. So congratulations, everybody. All right, come on up and just pick some things.
Do you have lives?
How many people participated in the badge contest or tried some part of it? It's, I mean, so it depends on the badge too. Like some of the badges I think were a little bit easier to kind of wrap your head around, and other ones were pretty complex. So big thanks to Darth Null for putting that all together, because that was a lot of work. All right, next up, Pontatech, which I guess I'm going to represent.
Well, that would be you. Did I spell Oculus right?
I think there's only one C in Oculus, but it's okay. We had the marble maze. How many people stopped by and played the marble maze? At the end, there were 2 people who had basically memorized all the hand signals to get all the way around the maze as fast as possible, and they got down to 20 seconds, 19, 18, and we thought we were going to have to give out 2 prizes, and then one of the dudes hit 17 seconds, and the guy just like dropped the mic and walked away. So. So for those that tried it and got 2 or 3 minutes, what's his name?
I have 2 names.
Oh, it's on the box. Oh, and so second place was Paul Yates at 18 seconds, who got beat at the last minute by Micah Senishin. Is he here, Micah? He's probably resting. Come on up! He's resting his arms. He didn't want to raise his hand, so. He won an Oculus Rift. I do not care about the packing information. You can know where I live, sir. It's
That's
fine.
your office.
You can know where my office is, because all the marketing people do too. So, ShmooCon Labs, how many people connected up to the Labs network with any kind of device? That's pretty good. I mean, we try to run a trustworthy network. I mean, beyond it being an educational process for the labs, people that participate, we also actually try to have it be useful and something that you can rely upon. So, in general, I think it worked out real well this year. Big thanks to all the lab staff, and particularly Ken and Louise for wrangling the whole thing. So, thanks, guys and gals. T-shirt charities was once again gangbusters success. So we raised a little over $12,000 for a total between the two. So EFF and HFC are splitting the bounty. I was going to say booty. That's still appropriate, right? Booty. That's the pirate. Arr, yeah. Bounty was where they all mutinied on the ship and then had booty or something. I don't know. But if there will still be, are there still shirts left for sale? A few. There's a few shirts left for sale. We're out of a lot of the sizes, so the numbers will go up at the end. If you want to keep us from hauling it back in the truck, we would love you for it. So stop by and get some T-shirts. But yay, EFF and HSC, we're happy to support, and we'll continue to do so. Fortigo, you had to earn tickets by completing challenges. There was a total of 5145 total tickets in the pool. There must be a reason for that number, because it ain't prime. It's like maybe next year we'll have a reason for the number. It's like, that would be a great idea. The winner number 1, Jenica Anderson, had 20 tickets. She wins an iPad Air. And winner number 2 with 168 tickets. Why was the winner number 2 have more tickets? Oh, it was a raffle. Oh, right. It's this concept of random chance. It's like whether or not I'm going to make any sense in the closing ceremony because I get these slides I've never seen before. Like, what's he going to say? He's going to mispronounce our company name. I know it.
Did.
I did? Oh, was it Fortigo? Fortigo? Fortigo. Okay, I'm sorry. I apologize. It's really not good to mispronounce your sponsors' names. Like, pretty bad. Anyway, Jason Lair won a GoPro Hero 3. So, yay. Thank you for sponsoring and thank you for participating. Should they come up?
Are they here?
Are you here? Jenica and Jason, are you here? Really? Or are you just... Come on up. I couldn't tell you. Like, kind of hesitant. Like, no one else is standing up. I guess I'll do it. Like, you definitely had that look about you, sir.
Go to them. They have it.
They have it. Okay, there we go. Okay, so that's being taken care of. So, we mentioned the identity proofing of students for Schmooze a Student as being kind of exciting when you say, take a picture of yourself somewhere on campus so we can prove that you're a student with your student ID, you know, and some of them actually blurred out like information on their student ID, which props for them. Other people included their credit cards and birth certificates because, you know, they've never been here before. So here's one we got. This is a... For the record, I actually hired this kid. He's going to start working for me in the spring, but that was before this photo, so I think I still have some recourse, actually. And then, but this is just the runner-up, and I'm only going to show this for a brief moment to not be overly embarrassing.
Talk about the reaction in our household.
When Heidi saw this, she properly flipped her lid, just to be clear, and I looked at the screen, and I knew what it was, and I was making breakfast. I just shook my head and pretended I hadn't seen anything. So the winner was this dude.
You can come back to ShmooCon.
Oh, hold on, I'll go back. There you go, there you go. So yeah, thanks for that. My wife enjoyed it. I think she texted everyone she knew, like right that instant, she's like, oh my God, college boys.
Like you.
I know she doesn't like me. All right, so Hack Fortress, a side note for Hack Fortress this year, RIT and Penn State were once again paired against each other, except in the semifinal round, and RIT, won. As I was going to say, kick the crap out of Penn State. Yeah, I think it was close, but ultimately, though, they lost to, was it very close? Very, I'm sorry, I didn't use enough qualifiers. Really goddamn close, but you still lost. So, it's the W and the L that counts, my friend. But at the end, Team Jolly and Friends won, and so
They got scarves. They're all wearing them. Stand up. Show everybody your scarves.
yeah, they got fancy Team Fortress scarves, and they get the line jump.
And
And they
they get to line jump.
get to line jump next year, so we don't give them free tickets, but we guarantee you that you can buy a ticket and come back and defend your honor. Also, do we have the wrench? They have it already? Oh, well, I'll pretend I'm holding a giant golden pipe wrench over my head because that's what they have. That's the trophy that they have to bring back next year and hand off to the winners. But I guess you guys won last year? And someone actually started putting like nameplates of the past winners on this, like the Stanley Cup. So like it's serious. Like when this happens and people just start taking ownership of it. So this is a thing. Can we? You want to pay to get it engraved? That's good. I'll tell you what. If you buy me a laser cutter, I will engrave it for you. I'm just saying. The hard part's typing out all the words, you know. So. AOE had 3 raffle winners. There's a lot of raffles this year.
Which one are you?
Which one are you, sir? You're all of them? Oh, the one that you couldn't spell your last name because your handwriting was so bad? And Chad Price won a Raspberry Pi, and Obaid Uzaman won the AOE boot camp seat. Is that like a stadium seat? Like they get, is it the boot camp seat, is it actually, is it a physical seat? Oh, man, I was really excited. It'd be awesome. Like, dude, really, guys have sat in this seat for a week and learned pen testing, and it's gross, and it's yours. Like, we didn't even wipe it down with an alcohol swab, you know?
That's a 9-day red team course.
9-day red team course. So it's extra gross then. To the seat. Yeah, that's nice. Okay. No washing at all. So if you want to come up and see the AOE guys, thanks for you guys giving out the prizes. We appreciate that. On to another contest, and I promise not to slag on the Stargate movie, but I will continue to slag on the Stargate TV series. So why don't you guys come up and explain it? Where are they? Oh, here they come. Dun, dun, dun. You should have come through the Stargate. It would have been a lot faster. Should we bring the Stargate out?
Oh, we can bring it out. It's right over there.
Where's your compadre?
I don't know. He's over there.
What? It depends on when I want to auction it.
We're going to auction it out.
I know, I think we should do it now when you're on stage as opposed to later when there's no context. Okay. So one thing we're going to do while they're explaining how they did it and what it was, we'll be auctioning this off for the benefit of HFC.
Yes.
HFC. So we'll need an HFC rep up here later at the end of this to give out T-shirts gently is what he said, not throw T-shirts. Jesus. So they're going to go over this, and at the end we're going to do the auction for this thing. So and I will caveat this, but can I use your real names? Okay, so Will and Mike do this thing every year, and God bless them. ShmooConography is a fantastic contest. Sometimes they take the steganography thing a little far, and there's usually a step when the whole audience is like, "What? like how would anyone ever get that?" So I think they've learned a lot over the years and made a very approachable game this year. So they're going to explain how they did it.
All right. Thanks, Bruce. All right, so this year, obviously we went over Stargate. We spent so many hours here building this thing and lighting it up. It was a lot of fun. Thank you. But the team who won it at the last minute was Furbalot. Come on up. We have $250 in Amazon gift cards, sponsored by Praxis Engineering. All right, so how do we do this year? We had 5 stages as usual. There's nothing different there. Stage 1 starts with the Stargate barcode scanning process. Teams register in. We'll give them guys an RFID tag, and what you had to find out, there was an RFID reader hidden in the box the monitor was on. So you swipe your reader there, and you had to find the barcodes. These are your ShmooCon barcodes, and get your team, assemble your Stargate team, which was these 5 individuals here you have here. Once you do that, you'll actually see, you'll get this image that you see with the glyph there, which is Scorpio. And the glyphs throughout the game was the code words that you needed to send to us to pass the challenge. So moving on to stage 2, which practically got us killed. We had to look at the 4 posters. If you look at the 4 posters, which one has disappeared, I don't know if anybody knows what that one's at. Right. Oh, he went through the Stargate, right. So, there's 3 differences on the posters. If you look at the chevrons were lit up differently. The lines in between the chevrons and the boxes to the right were lit up differently. And then the internal rotation of the Stargate itself was different. So all of this will be able to kind of point you to a website, shmoo.com/echo, and then give you the codes Sagittarius for the stage. The problem here was that upon creation of this poster about 3 o'clock in the morning, we kind of messed up on the encoding, which really hurt this challenge. So a lot of the people were stuck on the stage, but I think they were only stuck on this aspect of it for about 2 hours, more than what we expected. So anyhow, we made it to stage 3. A lot of the folks worked on stage 3 today. We had to get the black lights back involved, except we were not using black lights as you see it. We actually flipped the black lights upside down and taped all the material you see here, a Raspberry Pi. This one has a microphone on it, and then a Ethernet over power line to go over the hotel's power line to the other black light to actually send a message on that end. So all you had to do was tap the box. It will go to the other black light, and it will play an audio file. That was it. That was easy as that. So, and then you had to, the audio file itself told you what the clue was, and then you had to look at the high registry, or high frequencies there to actually decode the code there. All right, so nobody made it to stage 4, but we'll tell you what we did, because we spent too much time doing it. So, we wanted to involve the Stargate. I think everybody saw the lights flashing and all that. Well, there was a code, encoded in that, of course. Everybody should have known that one. We used a Vixen freeware software to actually hook up our my Christmas lights here. I do a 21,000 Christmas light show every year at my house with 4 of the controllers. I only had 1 here hooked up with this one. So yeah, it was pretty cool. So we hooked it up. I sequenced it all together with the audio, and what happens is through the blue, as it fades in and out, it's actually encoded with 8 different strands are encoded with those 8 bits. So every second they change. It was very easy to see and map out. You just had to take the time to do it. So nobody got there, so we never really got there at the same time. So the code itself was not what's going to be in the lights. It was actually be transmitted over an FM station. So we had an FM transmitter with the code every 2 minutes or a minute just going off, and you had to get your radio out of your hotel room. You can listen to it. And the final stage was actually, and again, nobody got to this one either. The final stage was putting audio. Putting an audio track in the EXIF of several of the, what type of files were they?
They're JPEGs with
Yeah.
EXIF.
Yep, so ideally we had these on our Twitter feed. You had to find out that, well, the Twitter, they strip all the EXIF out, so you had to go to our website, because of course we'd have it there, and you would get the information, put it all together, and of course you would get the last code here, NDS, or as like Mike to say it,
Anus.
Right. All right. All right, so we want to thank Praxis Engineering. They sponsor everything here, all the materials. They sponsor the prize and everything else. I also want to thank MGM for, of course, not suing us. Stack Overflow for the quick show me how moments, a lot of those. Audacity to do all the frequency stuff. Cameo for all the vinyl cutting. Holy cow. Our Understanding Wives, I'll say that again, our Understanding Wives, because, 2 kids running away, and it takes a lot of time out of us to get this done. But we have a lot of fun doing it, and of course, Bruce and Heidi.
They're the same ones that helped us paint a rug several years back, so.
On purpose?
Remember that?
Oh, yeah.
Which is still being used. All right, so we're going to put everything on our site, so if you have any questions, you want to get engaged, you want to see how we did it, or if you want more information, just give us an email. All right?
Big thanks to Will and Mike. Hey, are there any professional auction callers in here? Or even amateur auction callers? Josh, where is he? Come here. There is no slide. This is we're winging this one, man. So let's auction this critter off.
So this comes apart in 3 sections. It will fit in a CRX?
It'll fit into a CRV, Honda CRV.
I thought he was going to say suitcase, but he used a car as a volumetric measurement. So, jeez. So if you have a CRV that you're checking, it'll fit into that.
So if you flew here,
Don't bid.
don't bid.
Unless you just want to give the money.
Or if you want to bid, donate it back,
Yeah, see?
and then we can bid again, you can bid. Or if you have a private plane, you're not here anyway. So
Take us with you.
who needs a microphone? Oh, wait, never mind. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have, Jesus Christ, I'm auctioning off a Stargate. This is like, yes. Who wants to take this home and put this over your computer room door? Like seriously, I want to say no. I'm just gonna like take it home and put it over my office. And Kick Froggy's going, no, I don't think so, honey. She's going, oh, Christmas. This would be a awesome wedding canopy. Our parents would be like, what the hell is that? Must be from the other side, All right, let's start the bidding off at $100. Who'll give me $100? $100.
They can also bid on it so Bruce has to take it home.
I got 100. Who'll give me 150? 150. Who'll give me 150 for a Stargate? You're an uninspired petulant. You can if you ship it home. There's a FedEx office in the hotel. Yeah, no. 150. Who'll give me? I've got 100. Who'll give me 150? 150. Stargate. 150. Who'll give me 150? 150 from Blue Knight. Who'll give me 200? 200. Who'll give me 250? Blue Knight, you're in Montana. What the hell?
Big sky country.
He's shipping this sucker. All right, who's giving me 250? 250 for a Stargate. Guys, look, seriously, it's awesome. Come on. Hi, come into my house. Just walk right through the Stargate. Yes, you do want it. You moved, it's 250. And who'll give me 250, 250, 250, come on, 250, 250. Who wants to take a Stargate home and benefit HFC? Hackers for Charity is like, cool. Who here knows about Hackers for Charity? Who here knows about Hackers for Charity? Seriously, raise your hand. Okay, who here doesn't know about Hackers for Charity? Schmuck. Okay. So, Hackers for Charity opens schools. They make people have livelihoods. They teach people how to work leather, all those beautiful craft bottles and journals and everything you saw. They take care of people. They make people productive, and they do good things. We want productive people because then they don't bother us as users, okay? We want productive people because then they don't send us 419 letters. We're good with this, okay? We want productive people. So we want to benefit Hackers for Charity. It benefits us in the long run because it's less stress. I have enough, okay? So notice, look at Bruce. Look at me. Who has more stress, okay? And he runs the friggin' conference. Well, no, he doesn't. Anyway, so who's going to give me 250 for a Stargate? I've got 200. 250 from Blue Knight. Who'll give me $300? Why not? Who'll give me 300 so Bruce has to take it home? Who'll give me 300 so Heidi will give him the look of
My
what?
child is trying to bid on it, but I'm not going to allow it.
Wait, which one? Where?
Bobby, he was trying to
300, done. 350. Bobby just bid 300. Hi, Mom. Who'll give me 350? Blue Knight. 350. Bobby. You got 400, kid? That allowance poke was really sunk home. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I got 350 from Blue Knight. 350. Who's going to give me 375? Going once? Going twice? Blue Knight, you just gave 350 to Hackers for Charity.
So, are you taking this to Montana or am I taking this to Maryland? Donate. So,
Bring it back!
we got. Okay, here's the deal. We got to keep moving forward. I'll keep it and I'll bring it back next year and we'll do it again. All right. Well, this will become a tradition. Thank you, Will and Mike. I appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much. Miter's going to come up here and talk about Portal. They could have used the Stargate, I guess. It's the same concept. Oh, I never noticed that. Yeah. Well, I mean, you're wearing the Portal shirt, sir. So, there you go. Yep.
All right, good afternoon, test chamber participants. Yes, MITRE was running more Portal games this year, and we had different themes for the various days. Friday was Punish Your Friend Race Day. Saturday was Hug Your Friend Co-op Day. And Sunday was Leave Your Hungover Friend at Home Day. All right. So Friday was a race, and Saturday was co-op, and Sunday was a single participant run through own Portal. So we had a great person that won both on Friday and Sunday, run both of those. Kenton, please come on down. Kenton. And what does Kenton get? Kenton gets a really cool pair of Portal bookends and a turret defender for his desk. All right, thanks, Kenton. And the winners for the co-op, Scruffy and Shro, come on down. Scruffy and Shro get real-world Portal devices. Wow. Okay, thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Thanks, guys.
So I guess there was a party last night. How many people went to the party? Did you guys like Paul and Storm? So I think keeping the party on site was a big success. Cool. So I guess we'll go back off site next year. So just to have a quick pop quiz. I did this earlier today, but I'm going to do it again. When there's an attendee stuck inside of the coffee shop, do you A, stand there and lock them, or B, contact hotel security to get them out? A, yeah, well, as it turns out the answer was A, at least the one that was chosen last night. So the person then didn't know how to get out in his state and pulled the fire alarm. So that's why we had the fire alarm, because someone was actually locked inside the coffee shop. True story. This is not like you hear roommate, like you're like crazy things happen at HackerCons. Dude got locked in a freaking coffee shop, pulled it. You're like, bullshit. No, really.
Well,
It happened.
technically he wasn't locked.
He may have not technically been locked in because there probably was an open door on the backside, but given his state, there wasn't any turning around. It was just forward, like it was. So, anyway, it all ended okay. Some people got woken up on the first floor and got to evacuate, and then the party obviously kind of ended, but kinda. I think it was really a ploy by us to save the bar tab. We were looking at the running tally. We can 20 minutes with a freaking alarm right now. It'll save us a few grand. So.
We actually don't know the totals yet, but I will post those when we do.
Yeah, we'll let you all know how much money or how much alcohol you drank, how much money you drank. That's my viewpoint. Yeah. It's like, you ever seen a Family Guy where, like, Peter goes to jump in the big, freaking moat of gold coin like Scrooge McDuck, and then he realizes it's basically a hard surface and all his bones are broken. It's not a liquid, it's a hard surface, and it hurts.
Just thank Bob, Zach,
Oh, yeah.
and Keith.
Thanks to Bob for wrangling all the internal logistics, and Zach and Sec Barbie and Keith for all the spinning. So thanks to everybody to help make that possible. And thanks to Paul and Storm for putting up with us. Barcode Smart Code, are they doing this? Yeah. Was that the plan? That was the plan. All right, Barcode Smart Code, folks.
So, DA and I took over Barcode Smart Code this year. DC 949 did a great job in the past. It had been 5 years, and in their way, they said we're going to pass it on to somebody else. We very excited to take it over. And also, Heidi was nice enough to allow us to give out 3 tickets this year instead of 1, which made it a much, much more interesting competition.
We actually got entries.
Yes, we got entries.
We got a grand total of 24 valid entries this year. You guys rock. Hand of applause to all of you.
So, in the past, there were 3 categories that were used to pick the winner. This year, we picked a winner in each category. So the 3 categories were Best Use of Theme, Hacker Movies, Most Creative, and Best Use of Materials. So, Best Use of Theme was a lovely NCOM badge with Chris Carpenter.
Wow. Chris, are you here?
I don't know where he is.
So not only do they get a ticket for next year, but each winner gets a 1-year subscription to Silent Circle, care of Silent Circle as well. So it's a pretty lucrative contest.
And he's not here.
Okay, thank you. And for Most Creative, we have Leanne Mitchell with Bow to My Firewall.
Seriously, whoever put the effort into this cake, it was absolutely awesome. The little red button you see there would have Bruce shout, "Bow to my firewall." It was amazing. Everybody loved it.
Very cool.
I will hit the button like a million times.
It will be able to be eaten after closing, yeah. For Best Use of Materials, Army Trained with his tank.
So my daughter's gonna be pissed because these were her antlers. So.
Those are your daughter's antlers.
So you stole your daughter's antlers to make this happen. That's
But because she
dedication,
won,
I
so.
guess. Yeah, we'll call it that. Anyway, we had someone who put in a really cool idea, and we want to give him an honorable mention, even though he didn't win a free ticket, with a Playtronics tape recorder. Nathan Hefner, can you come up here? We do have a gift for you as well. Is he still here? Yeah. So, unfortunately, since you can't get a ticket, we got you a lovely T-shirt. Happy F5 Day. Good luck. Thank you. Thanks, guys.
Thanks for running. What was the barcode? It's a tape recorder.
Inside.
Oh, this is a great photo. Like, it's like hey, here's my barcode entry. Like, oh, wow, that's amazing. Jesus, I'm so disoriented. I'm like, that's just a freaking tape recorder. Media Archives. You can go to MediaArchives.com and check it out. I think it's been updated maybe in the last 5 years. The best thing to do is to go buy DVDs from Ted. We'll just reiterate it. They're still burning away down there, burning DVDs away down there. So, or both, who knows. But one more time, thanks to Ted and all the video folks.
This one, the barcode folks want their entries back. They can come get it after closing.
Oh, okay. And if barcode people want their entries back, you can come get it after closing, except for the ones I think that say bribe to judges. If you come back and take the bribe back, I think you're disqualified for next year. So this tank actually shoots airsoft pellets. Do you know what the muzzle velocity is of the airsoft pellets? What, 450? 450 feet per second, which, quote, doesn't hurt. These are ballistics grade. You can't get, is it empty? Oh, you just run over, he's gonna run over Carson. That looks like a stealth tank, sir. Streaming, we had 400 and, well, you can see the numbers, I'm not gonna frickin' read. Anyway, they had fantastic participation online again, so we're really happy with how that turned out. I know there were a few hiccups with audio and odds and ends here and there, and certainly I did my best to confuse the streaming folks and keep them on their toes. I appreciate putting up with my crap. But really, again, thanks to all of the streaming crew for making that possible. Thank you, Internet. Altamira had the Sand Matrix game. How many people stopped by and played at their booth? A number of them. We have an Altamira rep coming up to give out, I'll just let you talk, I guess.
That's fine. I don't have much to say.
Okay, well then, that's perfect then, sir. He doesn't have much to say.
All right, thanks for everybody that stopped by our booth and was able to play our game. First place is James Dressel. Is he in here?
Anyone want to be him? I mean,
Yeah.
nope.
Okay. All right. Second place.
Surprise.
Oh, well, we have these laptop bags, and inside we have an Altamira coffee cup and an Arduino Uno. So, who wants to be James now? Right.
I'm real curious who you are, sir. I'm Matt.
I don't know if I believe that. Hey, that was a good try.
That was bull. Act like you know what you're doing. That's the first rule.
I almost fell for his social engineering attempt. Hey, he's a good hacker.
Matt, come here. We're going to give you something for that one. That was good.
That was really good. I social engineered the whole damn con.
Ouch!
In second place, we had Brendan, and I don't know if we got his last name. I thought we did, but it's him. There you go. Now that one has, second and third place have the Arduino Pro Mini Edition. So just a little bit different than the Arduino Uno. And third place is Tyler Mikesell. There he is.
Shoot him.
Yeah.
Thanks again for everybody that got to stop by our booth. It was fun.
Cool. Hey, thanks. Appreciate you guys coming. Yeah. All right. The Honorable Jason Scott is going to come up and talk about the DCSS scanning. Jason!
Hi, everybody. Okay, so let's just very quickly go over what just happened with this whole deal. Okay, so I don't know how many people here actually remember the DECSS case or what that was, but basically a bunch of people broke the encryption on DVDs so that you could copy them. They created a program called DCSS. What does CSS stand for? Content Scrambling System, very 80s. So you ended up having this thing broken. Now, 2600 put it up, because that's what they do. They got an injunction, take it down. Eric Corley, Manuel Goldstein, doesn't take that lying down. He instead says, well, yeah, we've taken it down and replaced it with a list of 100 mirrors. The 100 mirrors gets an injunction, and he says, let's fight them in court. That's what we have 79 boxes of. He lost the case. It was considered to be a good throwback for free speech. But here's the deal. What was in that stuff was not just the testimony from the court case, but it was testimony of people who they ended up not using. It was, wow. I think they're all waving, saying, tell us more, tell us more. Anyway, so here's the deal. 10 years went by in that case. They went to Emmanuel and said, what do we do with it? Do we destroy it, or do you give it to somebody? And he said, oh, you should give it to Jason. And he said, Jason, will you take it? And I said, yes. 4 months later, 80 cases of material came to my house. And I said, I don't have the space for this. And the Potters kindly stepped forward and let me truck it down to them and store it with them for a couple years, which was incredible, an incredible thing to do. And so we said, we ought to do something with this. We should scan some of it at some time. Well, this was the year. So we ended up scanning 2,500 pages, and 30 people stopped by. Now, keep in mind, we were only open during the day for this, so this is pretty nice of people to come. Amazingly interesting stuff. I don't know how many people here have been sued yet, but you know the whole theory of discovery. That's where you get to go to the other side and say, we want this, and we give it to them. Well, I have all the stuff they got from the MPAA, and there is no finer feeling in the world than scanning a page that says opposing counsel eyes only. So if you want a memo where the MPAA refers to the audience as peasants, we've got that. If you want a memo where they call Bruce Schneier a self-righteous jerk, got that one. And if you want the entire engineering notes and documents on generating CSS keys, we've got that now too. So I'm going to have all this up this week. And a few people have stepped forward and taken boxes. They're going to scan it home, and we're going to see about getting the rest of it. So very exciting, and I want to thank them again. They bought scanners for this. They brought in their machines, and I think it was a very successful thing. If anyone doesn't know, I work for a place called the Intranet Archive, archive.org. We do crazy shit like this all day long. So if you haven't had a chance to stop by. It's not just the Wayback Machine. We have 15 petabytes of data, and a lot of it is weird. And Bruce mentioned this during one of his speeches, but I'm in the process of putting up every HackerCon speech. So we're going to do that. I mean, that's happening. Don't worry. All right. Again, for everybody who came in and sat down, we had a father-daughter team where they were both scanning, and he was explaining to her what the different legal terms were. We had people who were sitting in and sorting through to help us. I mean, we had a whole variety of people who had a good time, and I answered a lot of questions in a room that was playing constant EDM into my face. All right, well, thank you very much, and back to the Potters.
I'm going to give it a shot. What? No? Okay. Next up, Mantac. Mantac had the Hacker Coin mining contest. Is that the newest coin? I had got to crank a miner up on this now. Altcoin jokes, anyone? Yeah. Oh, sorry. I'm in a pretty esoteric part of the universe. I'm making altcoin jokes. Yeah. The winner was Jeff Ball, and he gets a lot of coins, I guess.
He had a lot of coins.
Oh, he had a lot of coins. What does he win? Okay, good job, Jeff, for getting a lot of coins. That was an iPad. Hey, what an iPad. You could sell that for a lot of coins. Is he here? Oh, we have to give it away?
They will give it to him.
Oh, they will give it. Is Jeff here? Or, yeah, Jeff. Jeff, you here? Hello? No, everyone's looking around. You'll be Jeff. Okay. Are there two Jeff Balls? There's a Tim Ball. And anyway, that got awkward. No, it's still his. They're going to give it to him. We can't just auction. Hey, who wants to auction off the projector screen for HFC? Woohoo! It's for charity. It can't be illegal. There's a whole parking garage full of cars we could auction off.
Bruce, who'll give me $100 for Bruce?
You're out of your goddamn mind. I'm really expensive. 50.
Pants, just his pants.
I don't like that got really real there. So wireless CTF, are you guys gonna, Murph? I'm doing it. Okay, third place, team Mostly Harmless. Where's Rick? Rick? Right here? Oh, you're in the back. All right, no, I'm doing it. And you're not, no. You're kind of gimpy. I'm not going to wait for you.
Come up and help explain it.
Oh, they need to help come up and explain. I'm wasting time. Come on, you just pretend it's a, it's a portage. You got to jump over it. Cyclocross season. Come on, you can do it. Just shoulder the bike, jump. Anyone else do cyclocross? And no one else does cyclocross? Anyone know what cyclocross is? Imagine a lot of coffee, beer, and bikes running through a park and jumping over park benches in the wintertime. It's basically that. Good, look at his vertical jump. Oh my God, Rick, get up here, talk.
Oh, Ross, come here. So we did the wireless CTF here like we've been doing at DEF CON and some of the B-Sides conferences, and Bruce and Heidi let us do it here, and a lot of people had a lot of fun. We had a whole bunch of challenges. There was some Wi-Fi, there was some SDR, there signal-defined radio stuff. We taught a lot of people. We had 21 teams. We went over 150 teams so far since we've been doing the wireless CTF with this con, so thanks a lot, guys. Third place, Mostly Harmless, 485 points. Ryan Carroll, a singular team, one person by himself. Good job. See you here, Ryan. Doesn't look like it. Okay, second place, Team Jim NG, 515 points. Jim Kelly, this is his second CTF. He did a phenomenal job by himself. Learned SDR, I'd never done it before today, or this weekend. And then first place, Team Nova Hackers, 665 points. Waylon and Chris, and not Cryptos. Come on up, guys.
So second place, they'll get a bag of ShmooCon swag and a Wi-Fi pineapple, courtesy of Hack 5. And first place gets...
They get some tubes, a series of tubes.
A series of tubes.
Vacuum tubes.
A lot of cool vacuum tubes and a couple of inflatable moose heads to commemorate the event. So thank you so much, guys. That's Jim?
That's Jim.
Good. No problem.
Come back next year, guys.
Yeah, hey, thanks for coming out and doing this. It was awesome. Cool, man. I didn't mean to give you so much shit and make you run up to the front.
They had told me they were going to have prize winners, but they never got, so I don't know if they're here yet.
Is Booze Allen here to give away prizes? Anyone from Booze here to give away prizes? Because we got a slide and nothing. Oh, we do. Come on down, because you have an empty slide. Yes, you can say anything you want. I won all the things.
Hi, everyone. Wanted to thank everyone for stopping by the Booze Allen Hamilton desk that we had. I want to say we had a successful CTF, but the real winner here is the winner of the Washington Nationals tickets. We had 4 tickets to give away in our raffle, so thanks to everyone who submitted their name. Every card that was submitted is going to be counted and marked against for charity, so we're going to be donating $5 for each card to 3 different charities that are on the cards. The winner of the raffle will be getting these 4 tickets to the game of your choice for the 2014 season, excluding the season opener and the Orioles games. You get a parking pass and so on and so forth, and I have all the fun information. The winner this time is a Lindsay Hall. Lindsay, are you here? Anyone? All right. Well, we have her email address, so she has a week to get back to us. But wanted to thank everyone again for stopping by, and thank everyone also for doing the CTF that we held. So appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You guys take care.
No problem.
Yeah. And next up is Fire Talks. Greg's going to come up and talk about Fire Talks. Sometimes I have a soothing voice. Sometimes I sound like an asshole. Here you go, Grex.
Hello! Come on down. All right, we had a lot of great talks this year at Fire Talks, and just wanted to give a big shout out to some of the sponsors that helped us give away some awesome prizes that we're going to talk about here. So just wanted to give a big shout. Also mention a lot of the helpers that we have: Jack Daniel, Jason Oliver, Iron Geek, David and Tess for doing security, and Stacy Banks. So third place. Windows attacks. At is the new black. Mubix and Chris Gates, which is kind of funny. Are they around here? Come on down? Nothing? Okay, nobody. All right. All right, I get a pineapple to play with. I'm going to see him tomorrow at Epilogue. Who's going to Epilogue? All right. Who went to Fire Talks? I was going to ask that. I just totally forgot. Okay, cool. Awesome. All right, second place. So is a $200 to Hacker Warehouse, a $200 gift certificate to Hacker's Warehouse, and that's Zach Hinkle. Is he here? Dang. All right. All right. I am going to have a lot of fun this evening playing with toys. All right. First place, brought to you by Cobalt Strike, is a Proxmark 2, and it goes to Weaponizing Your Pets, War Kitty, and the Denial of Service Dog, Gene. Yes, somebody's here. That's basically it, so thanks.
Cool. Thank you very much, Rex. Thanks for organizing that. Big thanks to all the Fire Talks folks. And next up, Jordan. Ghost in the Shell Code. You ready? Was it number 5? Because I was looking for logos to put online, and I saw that, and I thought it must have been from last year, so I didn't include it. But no, it's really 5? Okay, you want to talk now?
I'm okay.
Okay, good.
You can.
Oh, no, I'm good.
You know what the slides say? So yeah, if all the guys that help put on Capture the Flag, or Ghost in the Shell Code, Capture the Flag can come on down, stand up here, and if PPB can also start making their way down here, I'm going to keep going through it. First, I want to thank the team that puts this on. As Bruce just mentioned, this is the 5th year that we've done this. Doge didn't really help, but we like to think we were inspired. But this is the 5th year. We've had a lot of fun. There's a lot of fun challenges, things that go on. This is something special, though. This year we did something that may or may not work. Let's see if this video works. Better not be audio. So we actually put on a 3D MMO, RPG, FPS, I don't even know what. It was an actual online game where you could capture the flag in the Capture the Flag. You had to hack the client. You'll see speed hacks, jump hacks. People were like patching this game live. Brand new game just for this event with a bunch of other challenges outside of it too. Reverse engineering, forensic exploitation. It was a little ridiculous. It was a little over the top. So that's why I want to make sure that the team that helped run it, they're not even coming up. But anyways, the team that puts this on, we put a lot of ridiculous work into it. So that's kind of neat what they put into it. Next up, the numbers. We had 494 teams. There was 1,308 registered users. We did this online as well, so it's an in-con and online. There are some challenges that you can only get if you're here. We had over 200 people online simultaneously on this game that we built. So there's 200 people running around shooting each other and bears and rats and causing chaos. 300 teams submitted a correct answer. There was about 192 that submitted more than one correct answer because it was a 1.1 just to make sure people had a pulse. And then that was out of 11,000 total submissions. We did about a terabyte of transfer. Thank you, AWS. We ran all of our infrastructure on there. It worked great. They supported it and covered all the bandwidth and cost of it. So it made it very good. If you're running CTFs, you should do that too. And then we have the winners. I asked him to come up already. PPP has won this 4 years in a row. So I think they have to run it next year. Is that how that works? I don't know. At some point, they should just take it over. So congratulations, PPP. You guys can come on over here and grab the banner and some stuff. You guys can each grab some of these and try not to get shot by that. I think if it hits you, you can step on it. That's a rule, right? If it shoots you, you can crush it. I do want to point out, this is the 2nd year in a row we've had a challenge in the brochure that no one got. This one was really tricky because it was a barcode. You had to point your phone at it. Probably, I bet everybody who was doing the other CTFs and the ShmooCon, all the other ones, I bet they all got this and decoded it and wondered why it didn't work with the other things, but it was for Ghost in the Shell Code. And none of the people actually playing Ghost in the Shell Code noticed it. So for the 2nd year in a row, there was a nice little tie-breaking thing that nobody solved. So thanks.
Cool. Hey, thanks for putting that on. And just to be clear, they built an MMORPG from scratch as part of a CTF. Not the whole thing, part. So it was an astronomical amount of work. So a big thanks out to the Ghost in the Shell Code guys for all the work that they do. And I think your default username is Leroy Jenkins in the game, so. HFC. Josh. Oh, Josh is doing it. I have a thing for people's names that start with J. Why did you run away? Oh, the prize. Okay. Oh, right. He's continuing to run away. Where's Johnny? Or is it who's Johnny? That's what it is. That was pretty good.
Okay.
So HFC did an auction at the HFC booth, and by the way, everybody bought a lot of t-shirts and hoodies and great stuff and bottles, and thank you, it was awesome. But we have some special items that we wanted to auction off at closing, and we have been told that we have space for 2 auctions, so we're doing 3, and expeditiously. So the first item is the first chapter of Chris Hadnagy's book, Unmasking the Social Engineer, signed by Chris Hadnagy. This is actually his galley proof, and this actually is different content than what's in the book today. So you get the original signed galley proof with interesting different content. I'm not sure how much is different, but it is there. So we're going to start this off at $50. Who'll bid 50? 60. Who'll bid 75? $75 to Chris Hadnagy. Do you guys know social-engineer.org? Have you heard of it? Good call. Was that 75 back there? 75. Who'll do 100? Come on. Who'll do 100? Give me $100. You move fast, I'll call it a bid. Be careful. I got 100 back there. Who'll give me 125? Going once? Going twice? Who did 100? 100 back there. Very good. Thank you, sir. We've got a second item. By the way, I should have said that comes with a hoodie, by the way. Each item comes with a hoodie. So, the HFC hoodie. Always nice. This item is a Raspberry Pi solar charger, 64 gig SD card. If you've seen the music playing, Khan Academy, Code Academy, everything that was in Hackers for Charity, this is a completed one. They're actually burning the 64 gig card for you, or copying the 64 gig card for you, whoever wins it. The parts alone is over $300 on this. We just sold a non-completed version. It was, not finished construction for quite a bit of money in the auction before. And I'm hoping that this, which you can send off to your cousins in God-forsake Appalachia with all of Khan Academy on it, because we...
Appalachia, Jesus!
Or Alaska.
I'll give you that one.
Oh, he's in trouble. She's from Alaska. He just went, yeah, fine, Alaska's God-forsake. Anyway, so you get a hoodie, and you get the Raspberry Pi solar charger. It's got Khan Academy on it. It's amazing little education machine in a small box. Who'll start me off at $150? $200. Who'll give me $250? Who'll give me $300? Give Joey a hand. Who'll give me $550? Who'll give me $600? Who'll give me $700? God knows your kids need help.
I'm not sure if that means I'm supposed to bid or not bid.
You don't insult the bidders. Just saying.
I always insult the bidders. It works. No, actually, their kids are wonderful children. Just don't let them near your computer. Anyway. 700, Blue Knight. Well done, sir. I've got $700. Will anybody like to beat that? It does come with a hoodie. Just saying. Going once for 700. Going twice for 700. Sold. No. Really? Take the hoodie, please. He just redonated that. So we bring it back. So we were at $550 just a minute ago.
I'm cool with that.
No, we were at $550 a minute ago. 6.
I think we were at 550, Joe.
Who'll give me $650? Joey's got it at 6. Still get a hoodie, don't worry. It's okay. Ladies and gentlemen, going once for 6. Going twice for 6. Sold.
Good job, Joey.
And now we've got a really cool item. I brought this out during the badge contest so you can see the badges all together, but this is really, really beautiful. If you haven't managed to figure out what all the badges come together to show off, that's it. And absolutely beautiful, unbelievably nice, and whoever did this really did a nice job on that, by the way. Really went well. I know...
Comes with a free holder.
What's that?
Comes with a free holder.
Comes with a free holder. Just his pants. Just his pants. No. And I've been informed this has a special added prize, but I won't tell you that for a minute until we start bidding. So ladies and gentlemen, Who's going to start me off? 300. 750. Ladies and gentlemen, this comes with a free ShmooCon ticket for next year. I've got 750. Who's going to make it 1,000? Seriously? What? I've got 750. Who's going to give me 800? 800, 800, 800, 800. ShmooCon ticket and 18 ShmooCon. You actually get 19 ShmooCon tickets. Well, 18 badges and 1 ticket. Who'll give me $800? Seriously?
800. All right.
Deviant, 800. That's what I want to hear. Who'll give me 1337? In all seriousness, $1,100? Come on, I want to hear it from somebody. I know you're poor, but this is pitiful, okay? 1,050. Going once? Come on. Give me 1,050, somebody. Going twice? Done.
Good job, Joey.
Done. Not bad. Oh, yeah. That was easy.
So I won't take long on the announcements because we've taken up enough time, but I just want to give a big hand to Bruce and Heidi, the rest of the Shmoo group. These guys did an awesome job. Thank you so much. So thank you guys so much for your support. We guys are just awesome. So thank you again. Thanks.
On a slightly more serious note, we have a lost key. The key is very sad. Who would like to find its parents? If you could please come to up here, we will provide it to you if you can describe it. And you have to be more specific than, it's got some teeth and this part, I don't know, Deviant knows what it's called. What's the part of the, anyway, what? Yeah. Jingle, jingle, jingle. Anyway, won't make any Frederick Keys jokes. We're going to go to BAI. They gave away 2 iPad minis. What was your contest, or was it a raffle? Raffle. It was a raffle. Oh, you did beer pong, right, because my 11-year-old son said, Daddy, I want beer pong.
He would have learned it in Alaska anyway.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we were practicing at home, but, no.
So I'm with BAI. It turns out that everyone at the con is almost as good at drinking games as they are at actual drinking. You guys were putting them down last night, trying to keep up at the party. But we did 2 iPad minis, so if you played the game, you earned a drawing for these minis, and we had 2 winners. One was Will Torres, and the other John Sherwood. Or either present. John Sherwood.
Josh, that's all I heard.
I have contact information, so I will contact them. Cool. So we have one here. And real quick, while I'm up here, just wanted to thank ShmooCon Labs. They had us in on Thursday. We got to participate. Everyone there is incredibly knowledgeable and actually would take a step back, work with me, which was cool. So Shmoo Group, appreciate it. ShmooCon Labs especially.
Cool. We're in the home stretch, EFF. Come on down. Do it, do it, do it. Oh, man, I thought you were going to have some big graceful.
No, last night was too late for that.
Okay, good. There you go.
So if you don't know EFF, we do hacker defense, we do free speech, we do privacy, we work for a sane patent system, we work to reform trademark law, we lobby Congress, we build privacy-enhancing technologies, and we defend hackers. I am Nate Cardozo. I'm a staff attorney there. We're all in San Francisco except for half a lawyer here, but he doesn't.
Half a lawyer?
Half a lawyer.
The Stargate.
He's the left half. So one of the things that I do for EFF is I counsel speakers. I did a little bit of that here. If you are considering putting evidence of a felony up on screen during your talk, talk to me first. You can get a hold of us at info@eff.org. You guys are awesome because I don't have anything to give out because you bought it all. So thank you very much. Yes. And I also want to thank Hack Fortress because you guys gave us a shit ton of money. So And Bruce, Heidi, thanks for having us. You guys are amazing.
Thanks for coming out. We appreciate it. Yep, take care. Yeah, in Hack Fortress, you can bribe your way into points and things like that, and it got a little crazy. I wasn't there yesterday, but I did saw the handoff of the wad of freaking cash. And, oh, here's some more, and here's some more, and then we shook one of the players upside down. He wasn't consenting, but he didn't complain later, so. Lockpick Village. I guess, I don't know if you know this, it's Deviant. Sometimes he shows up, so, or all the time he shows up, so.
How you doing?
I'm just gonna awkwardly hug you now, because
Right on.
we were like halfway into it, and I had to do it, so.
ShmooCon perfect attendance. Yeah.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Really? You've been here all 10?
Yeah.
Wow.
Been here all 10. This was my very first talk ever at the very first ShmooCon.
Shut up.
Yeah. I'm very happy. Love you guys. So yes, Tool, the open organization of lockpickers. We are more legit than ever. We have official recognition that the IRS has received our paperwork from like months and months and months and months and months and months ago. So we are processing that for full 5013 status. We have been pending this whole time, but now we're rocking. And if you ever watch a game show from the UK called QI, if anybody's a fan of QI, yeah, we were on QI. I don't know if you saw that, like our logo and everything. They talked about us, so badass. Yeah, Tool is a nonprofit. We don't pay anybody from the board to the volunteers all the way down. Everyone you saw in a black Tool shirt was here on their own time, on their own dime, just working to make everyone learn. How many people learned how to pick locks and do things? Look at all the hands. I love you. We had a great fun little contest this year. We've been pushing more and more impressioning, because how many years can you just teach people to pick? Impressioning is an attack where you use a blank key and nothing but a blank key and maybe a file, and you are on the outside of a locked door. You don't see the original key, you don't take the lock apart, you don't get inside. All you do is make the lock leak information about itself out, and you can make a fully functional working key. So we had an impressioning contest. We had about a dozen or so people involved. The top people, honorable mention, was Buddy. In 22 minutes, made a perfectly working key. I don't know if Buddy's here. Just stand up and wave. Next up, you can clap for Buddy. We had a tie for the silver medal. We had a tie between Austin and Lundy. Both did it in 14 minutes. I don't know if you guys are here. Clap for them. Lundy, I don't have your email. I have everyone else's email. If you are Lundy or know Lundy, photograph yourself holding the working key, send it to deviant@tool.us, and we'll get your prize. But the top prize was John S. If you're here, jump around and wave your arms and clap for him. He did it in 12 minutes. 12 minutes for a fully working key. Now think about that attack. That's not just, oh, I opened this lock. That's, I opened this lock forever. That's why we love impressioning. That's why we want more people to try it. We had these pro impressioning kits. Check out Tool with 3 O's, tool.us for all the post-ShmooCon sales. We usually throw up extra special post-holiday, post-ShmooCon bargains. Again, just thank you absolutely everyone who was part of the staff. Bobak was amazing. He runs the main office with me. Keith was an Iron Man in the office the whole time down here. Everyone you see, just pat him on the back, buy him a drink, and thank Bruce and Heidi for always letting us have a room to let you guys play. Thank you guys.
Airstone, are you here? Bueller? No, they had something to give away, I think, but I'm going to stand here awkwardly. What? Next slide. Perfect. So what I'm going to do is there's some stuff up here, and anyone who helped scan and came in and helped Jason Scott, why don't you come on up and help yourself to a prize? Please be honest about this. So if you're helping scan, come on up and grab something. People are like, my name's Matt. If you have feedback, you can go to feedback.shmoocon.org. It'll continue to stay online even long after the, dude, it's cool. I invited you up. You can come get something. It's very awkward. He's like, is he baiting me? Is there going to be something? Am I going to get called out publicly? No, I'm not going to call you out publicly. What's your name? Tom, I won't call you out publicly, Tom, so it's okay. Tom, what do you do for a living, Tom? This won't affect your developer job or your mother's maiden name, which is, damn it, Jason interrupted the social engineering. That's the best social engineering I've ever done, by the way. That's as good as it gets. If you don't want to use the website or you just have some random thought you want to send us, you can always email us at feedback@shmoocon.org. It'll get to us and we'll pay attention. What was it?
It was one of the Jolt
Chargers. Oh, hey, it's a football team from San Diego. Anyway, They always lose in the playoffs. No, that's the Bills, man. Sorry. Look, man, I was a Bills fan in Alaska for all 4 of those damn things. You know how hard it was to go to Super Bowl parties at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, ripping drunk, and put up with that, and then have to stay awake because it's not nighttime yet. We used to start watching football at 9 a.m., and Shmoo was living with us, and it was me and Shmoo and Heidi and a dog living in the basement of this place, and she would wake up at 9 a.m., and Shmoo and I already got Coronas out watching football because it's Alaska, and it's 9, and it's 1 o'clock in the East Coast. What are you doing? We're like, we're watching football. Like, I don't understand what the problem is. Corona and an omelet. It's what's for dinner. Big thanks to a lot of people who made a huge time sacrifice to make this work. Oh.
I was just going to say that Bruce and I tend to get a lot of the credit because we're the ones up here and we're sort of the faces, but there is absolutely no way we couldn't do this without 70 amazing people standing behind us, and so this is who they are.
Good. And you should note we only give them 2 t-shirts, and it's day 3. So this is a good distance to be from the staff right now. So I said we only give them 2 t-shirts, and this is the 3rd day. So they've been sweating in at least 1 shirt for 2 days now. So anyway, it's absolutely amazing to watch all this come together. And honestly, when we get to a couple days before the con, it kind of turns into its own animal. It's like you light the fuse, and then you just step back and watch. And everybody who's been around knows what to do. New people who haven't been around before, they watch the other people and say, oh, I'll help out, and they integrate, and it works very well. We're relatively drama-free for the most part, which is wonderful. Hopefully everyone can go get a break after this. So thanks to everybody. Thanks. What? Oh, come on. Yeah, they're not shy about yelling at people to get in line or whatever, but God help them when it comes to thanking them. Nobody wants any credit, so. Thanks to the speakers. You know, it's funny because I take for granted that speakers, when they apply to speak here, that they understand that they're going to have things thrown at them, and we're kind of a hostile group. And oftentimes they're not actually aware of this, and so they show up and be like, "What do you mean people are going to throw things at me?" So I appreciate the good-natured spirit and the speakers participating. Hopefully, it's as valuable to you as a speaker as it is to the attendees. Thanks for you, the attendees. I mean, we work in an industry where most of the conferences are on weekends, right? You know, it's not like you go to work on Monday, you get on a plane, you go somewhere for 3 days, and then you come back on Friday, and then you have the weekend. I mean, this is what we do on weekends, right? I try to explain that to people. Like, the hacker, computer security, community is full of people who will spend their weekends in rinky-dink hotels in little tiny Midwestern towns and in big hotels in downtown New York and DC and whatever, because this is what we like to do and we feel strongly about it. So I would encourage you, continue to go to conferences, continue to participate, and at the very least continue to make a difference, because that's what really matters. So thanks to our vendors, because actually they provide a lot of really cool prizes, which is awesome, but they also, as I said, they're part of the ecosystem and we need to work with them. The press and the tweeters. Who did this slide? Is that a thing? I guess I'll call it a thing. I'd like to thank the woofers and the tweeters and the mid-ranges. That's my new a cappella band. I do the ultrasonic stuff that no one can hear. That's my best note. The jokes get bad from here, so we're going to wrap it up. The hotel staff. The hotel staff was actually very understanding this year. I was, even last night with all the shenanigans with the fire alarm and stuff, very professional. Even the hotel manager who got woken up and had to come down and they were just absolutely fantastic. So big thanks to the Hilton staff and making that possible. And finally, I get people walking by the hall all the time telling me, hey, thanks for putting on the con, whatever. Like, it's not me, it's Heidi. She's really the one at the helm. She steers the ship, she sets the course. I'm just the pretty face. But it's all thanks to Heidi. So thank you very much, Heidi. And with that, we're going to wrap it up for 2014. We appreciate nobody dying, keeping my insurance in check, but we hope to see you next year. And what? An RIT picture? In the back. Oh, no, it's actually in the pool on the roof. Ha ha! I never get tired of that goddamn joke. There'll be an RIT picture in the back of the room. So for all the RIT grads, current RIT students, or anyone who wants to troll the RIT alumni, go in the back. Their mascot is the horny toad, and their primary export is wheat, I guess. Anyway, take care. We'll see you next year.